Good day, good day. How are you all? My name is Reverend Daniel Edusei, the Executive Director of Life is Cool Foundation. I'm a counselor with psychology background, an emotional intelligence therapist, author, and above all, I'm a servant of God. I want you to know that in your destiny and my destiny, there are a lot of good things, irrespective of what we are going through. And tell a friend to tell a friend that these messages downloaded from heaven through me to you and I to change our lives positively. Without wasting much time, today's topic is so powerful. It's so inspirational. And I call it develop the content as well as the container. I'll repeat it. Develop the content as well as the container. One would ask, why this topic? Or why should I develop the content as well as the container? When I say the container, it means I'm relating to our life, our outer appearance, what we want people to admire. It's so important. Yes, I need to look good. I need to look attractive. I need to look appealing. But we should ask ourselves, is that how we also develop the content, what we are made of the inside? What is inside us? Do we spend so much time on developing the inside, the good qualities that can stand the test of time, the good qualities that will not bring dishonor, that will not bring reproach? It seems we sometimes get carried away. Let's look at this scenario. Imagine there's a book, a very powerful book. A great book that talks about moral lessons or business. And there's another opportunity for me to use that same money. Okay, this book is being sold as for 100 cedis. And I need to also buy shoe. All right, for 100 cedis. Which one would most likely would I love to pursue? I want us to really take a critical look at this. These are some of the things we do. We spend so much at the container, on our looks, on the things we put on. We are so empty inside. We are so empty inside. Let's look at this scripture and then we can continue, please. 2 Corinthians 9, verse 10. That now he that ministereth seed to the sower, both minister bread for your food, and multiply your seed sown, and increase the fruits of your righteousness. I repeat, 2 Corinthians 9, verse 10. Now he that ministereth seed to the sower, both minister bread for your food, and multiply your seed sown, and increase the fruits of your righteousness. Simply put, God cannot bless us without any preparation from us. God cannot do it. Every blessing from God, there must be a connection. He doesn't bless in vacuum. This is what we fail to realize. He doesn't bless in vacuum. He's just telling us by scripture that he will minister seed to the sower. It means that he has put in measures as we arrive on this planet. There are measures put in place. One of the measures is our mother's breast milk is there to feed us as a baby. The food are all there, feed us. But it can't work without our own attitude towards developing ourselves. Now, when you continue, he said what? The sower both minister bread for your food. It's just taking care of yourself, putting in the measures. How many of us are willing to develop the content, to build capability? How many? If you look at Africa as a continent, look at the Western world as a continent, which of these two groups are really developing content as compared to container? I'm not saying yes, container solid, but we spend so much. How many of us? He said, and multiply your seed sown. This is deep. What are you going to multiply? If you have 0, 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times whatever amount, it's 0. Why? It's a powerful mathematics. You have 100 cities. You have 1 million Ghana cities. Times 0 is 0. So there's no multiplication. We don't take our time to develop the qualities that will take us far. Yes, we don't develop the qualities. How many of us read the Bible? How many of us read books? How many of us? It's when you want to hide something from the African, the typical African, the black man, put it in a book. That's an insult. And it's true. It's very true. Believe it or not, it's true. We don't prioritize developing ourselves. We always want to show off. We want to show off. We don't care spending the last dime on what to put on at the expense of our own child's education. It's so painful. We don't care. You see people spend so much. I mean, the container, they do the outdooring. They go hide the speakers. They go for the canopies. The outdooring so wonderful. Make so much money or make some money, and you wonder that are there any measures put in place to take care of the child? Are there measures put in place to take the child to school, to pay the school fees? We don't do these things, and it has become part of our culture. I'm not saying we shouldn't. At least it must be done at the right time. We spend so much. We pride in the things that tend to look glamorous, the things that people would. So you see the wedding ceremony, the qualities as a good husband, we don't know. The qualities as a good wife, we don't know. I want to wear the best of clothes. It's not bad. The best of shoes is not bad. We spend so much on the flower girls, the bridesmaids. I mean, name them. People can spend over 40 to 50,000 cedis. Not that they are wealthy. If they are wealthy, they don't have a problem. Yes, some will say it's one time. I don't have a problem. But at the expense of developing the qualities, that's where I'm focusing on. Why do we spend so much? Why do you always want to spend on the outer side, the container, when we ignore the content? Because it's the content that will take us far. I'm breaking this down because we keep making this mistake. Why are we having the divorce cases? Why? People would marry, few weeks, few months down the line, they want to go their separate ways. What is the reason? It means that we have not developed the content. The container is what we seek out for. We spend so much time We spend so much time in the container. We want people to respect us by how we appear, but not by what we have inside us, the qualities we are made of. How do I develop the qualities? If I want to be a husband, what are the qualities that are expected of me? Do I need to go to school to become a good husband? No. But I need to make myself available to learn how to become a good husband. Yes, I would have preferred, if I have my way, that there's a school of marriage. That would be a very fantastic idea. But if not, at least if I'm going to be a husband, if I'm going to be a wife, there's no holiday. There'll be no leave. So what do I have? What have I learned? What content have I built inside me to be able to last a lifetime? What do I know as a man? Am I matured enough? What is my general level of intelligence? How do I address a woman? How do I see a woman? Is she going to be my slave? Or she's going to be my partner? Am I so much level-headed? Am I going to abuse her? Do I have what it takes to lead a woman? A woman, you want to be a wife. What have you learned? What are the qualities that will make you a good wife? What content have you developed? Because our content will stand to take us far or bring us down to zero. It will definitely take us far or bring us down to zero. In our local, saying, we're so much in a hurry to blame people. We know, yes, in the realms of the spirit, there are demons. There are witches and wizards. We all know. It's there. But most times, we can really connect, press the buttons, and know that we have failed ourselves. How can I be a good man? How can I enjoy marriage when I don't know what it takes to be a husband? How? I don't want to read anything about relationship. I don't want to read it. As long as I can jump on a woman and have my sex, that's all. That makes me a good man. That's what I would think. So we can watch the porn. Some can buy all those aphrodisiacs just to know. Relationship, marriage goes beyond that. What have we developed? What content? How many times do we read? You see young people, they're not old, they're not 60 plus, they're not 70 plus, and they have their smartphones and they can't research on any important things. I mean, this time I wonder. Sometimes we behave as if money is automatic. As long as you desire money, there's something automatic when you do, money would come. You lie. That is why I find it so, it's something that in this part of our world, it has become, it's even reflecting our leadership. Before, years back, our leaders will go for money and cannot handle it well. They will go for that financial aid and they can't account for it. And it has become part of our culture. We have experts who write nice letters, devoid of politics, who write nice proposals. They will be giving the money, they will be giving the grants. They can't. And it has become something in Africa. It has become so much cancerous. What is the problem with us? Because we don't take our time to develop the quality, the content that will speak for us as a continent, as a race. We don't have it. We are so much in a hurry to show off. You watch social media, people are so much in a hurry, and they rather expose their ignorance and foolishness. Excuse me. They show so much in a hurry. If you have one car or two cars and you want to boast about it, what about the manufacturer? The manufacturer is somewhere, and you only got it through, even maybe it's second hand. You are posting about two cars. You are not developing your content. Then what do I also do? The only two cars that you have, three cars, you show it to social media, and we are at each other's throat. We spend so much time on the container. Let me repeat. We spend so much time on the container. What is going on? Why are we not asking ourselves, what kind of future are we building? Why are we blessed with natural resources, but we are so poor as a continent, as a nation? What is the mindset? Why? Have we thought about it? What is the white man, the white woman, the Westerner, the Chinese, the Indian? What are they doing right? What are we not doing right? Why are we lacking behind? Because we spend so much on the container. The content, no. We spend so much. How many of us do some research? Even general knowledge. For the sake of general knowledge. How many of us have some facts? All we say, they say. They say. Why don't we just give ourselves, okay, every week, I'll pick on this issue. I'll pick on this subject. This medical issue. It doesn't mean I don't need to be a professional to have general knowledge about medical issues. But because I may fall sick, because my wife will fall sick, because my son or daughter may fall sick, at least making time to know about medicine or health will help me, will give me an advantage as compared to somebody who is naive about health issues. We don't do that. We don't want to. When somebody tells us something, we don't probe further. We also carry it. They say, what do you and I know? What is our level of general knowledge? What time do we spend on improving ourselves? Must it always be somebody fighting? Somebody is the cause of our woes, cause of our downfall? Is it always like that? It's becoming a cultural thing. Because we have been taught to always blame. Because we have been taught, yes, the witches and wizards are after us. We grow with that mindset. And we don't do much to develop the content. The inside us. What information are we taking it in? What kind of information is in our database? The brain. What are we feeding the brains with? What is our mindset? How many of us level general knowledge is solid, is intact? What are we feeding our brains with? This is a database. And if you don't have enough quality here, no matter how, you will not go far. You will not go far. This is it. If we don't have enough quality here, we can't go far. Unfortunately, we can't delete anything here. So it's very important what we feed our brains with. What kind of qualities do we have? What qualities are we made of? don't have much and want much. We don't want to spend on improving on ourselves. I want to make it in life. Develop the content as well as the container. Develop the content as well as the container. Brother, sister, if we don't develop the content, we would expose ourselves to ridicule. We would disgrace ourselves with time. That is the kind of leaders we are having in Africa. The leaders we are having in Africa. That's weird. That's because that is the products they are. Yes, we can be highly intellectual. It doesn't equate with wisdom. It doesn't equate with wisdom. Because you can get the certificate or whatever school you would have been, or whatever degree, it doesn't equate it. We must develop content. Content that will stand the test of time. Not only container. The typical Ghanaian African wants to look good at the expense of building good things inside. How many times, ask yourself, do we even research? How many times? We have stopped learning way back. We don't have the time. We are so much even entertainment based. I always tell people, that's a container. The outer part of our, that's it. We don't develop the inside. Someone can stay glued to his or a TV set for 5, 6, 7 hours, will not move. When you ask the person to pray, trouble. Read the Bible, trouble. Not even 10 minutes. Read the book, trouble. Research, trouble. Yet, we want to compete in this global world. What qualities have we developed that can take us far? Where are we heading towards? Is it every level of desired greatness comes with a very desired level of preparation. Every level of desired greatness comes with every level of preparation. If you don't prepare, you can't get where you desire to get to. Simple. And the only way we can get there is to develop content. Build the content. Build the content. We should build the content. What are we made of the inside? What good quality do we have? Let's look at this scenario. The golden ring, the golden chain that sparkles in the jewelry shop has gone through a lot of process, has gone through some purification, refining, an intense fire, has built content. So the container looks so glamorous, looks so attractive. Just imagine what we sometimes are tempted to do or we do. A fake golden ring or a polished ring that looks like gold is also in the jewelry shop. And then an original golden ring too, the same in appearance, is also in the jewelry shop. And then two people goes to buy, the rings. Now, trust me, the first day you don't see any difference. The fake one, the original one, they all look glamorous. But as the days unfold, as the months, the years, you'll be able to tell which one is original, which one is fake. This is what is happening in life. Which one is the original golden ring or gold ring, and which one is fake? The first day, the first time, when you see it, they all appear the same. So that's what we do. They look very attractive to the customer. They appear very nice. But as days go by, as the months, years, by nature, you will see that one has gone through process. The one has built content, has gone through intense fire. So, as the years go by, you can tell this is the original one. This is the fake one. This is what you are doing in life. This is what you are doing in life. We spend so much. We want people to respect us. We want people to adore us. We want people to admire us. It is good. It is right. But what are we building inside us? What are the qualities are we made of? Let's look at this scenario. Are we sure we won't disgrace ourselves? That's why you'll be. I'm not surprised sometimes the things we hear from some of our politicians who are supposed to live an exemplary life for the youth. You will expose yourself. You're not built content. So you can't stand the test of time. What content have you built? What is your moral content? What is your spiritual content? What is your emotional content? You easily get angry. You respond to every provocation. Why are you confused? What have you built? You easily get distracted. What kind of content are we building? It will speak against you and I, or speak for us. I always say in my book, all right, posterity will reward us or judge us accordingly. Posterity will reward us or judge us accordingly. So we need to ask ourselves, have we pushed ourselves harder in terms of content development? And when I say content development, I mean all good qualities. I don't need to be a professional lawyer to know about legal issues. I don't need to be a professional lawyer. At least I am a human being and I may be confronted with a legal issue. So I need to have fair idea. So I did some research some years back. I go to some of the courts as if I have a case and then listen for the sake of knowledge, to be educated. So before I engage the service of a lawyer, when I'm confronted with a legal issue, I have fair idea. When I'm at the police station and I'm asked to write down my statement for whatever reason or whatever problem, I have fair idea. If I am not sound in mind, I can be put inside a cell. I will not write because it's going to be used against me in the court of law. So no matter the pressure they put on me, I will only request for a legal representative. So I would prefer to stay in the cell than to say I'll write something and it will go against me. Most of us are scared of the cell, so they will just write anything. I don't need to be a good lawyer to have understanding about legal issues. I don't have the license to defend somebody in court. But for the sake of the general knowledge, I may not know what I'll be confronted with. Somebody would want to abuse me, abuse my child. I need to have some legal understanding. That's what I'm telling you. Let's build content as well as container. You see some people, you want to buy land. You are so naive about land. You didn't do any background check. You just give your money and you become a victim. Some people are overseas. They have been there for years. They don't do any background check. You want to spend on a building. You want to spend so much, your heart and no sweat, blood. And you trust somebody that he or she will be able to do that for you well. What stops you from coming to your country? You want to build in Ghana. You want to buy a house in Ghana here. Why won't you do your due diligence? And people are victims. This is something that is happening and it's destroying a lot of people. You want to go into business. You want to go into transport business. It's not a bad idea. How well have you researched about transport business? Who have you gone to ask questions about? What kind of information do you have to invest in transport business? What are the risk factors? What are the do's and don'ts? How long is it going to take? How well do you know? What information do you have at your disposal? I'm a businessman. I'm a businesswoman. I have a series of cars for Uber or Yango. That's all. How well have you researched about it? What content have you really developed in terms of the car business? What kind of content have you developed? Because it's what is inside you. It's what will attract what you want outside. If you have not built content, if you have not built capacity, you will be found wanting. Trust me. That is why almost every baby or every child, he or she does not have what it takes to handle life. And most at times we have to be with parents, grandparents, or guardian. They don't have content. They are supposed to be taken through some system as time goes on. I can't expose my 5 years. I can't leave the whole house to my 5 years old son. He can't handle it. As compared to the sister who is 19 years. So this is what we have to ask ourselves. How well have you built content? How well have you built capacity? What good quality do you have? What good quality do I have? This is what will take us far or bring us down. Let us look at all these things. Container, content. They need to have a balance. As we want to look good, as we want the outside world to respect us, as we want to ride in the expensive cars, as we want to become husbands and wives, all these heart desires, they are okay. They are very, very good. But all these things can only be beneficial to us and others, and we can only benefit if we go extra mile to develop the content. That's the inside, the information. Anything you want to enjoy, anything you want to really be part of it, you want to partake in it, it is very important. The onus lies on you and I to go for that information about it, to go extra mile, to subject ourselves to learn these things. We can't become a good husband. You don't know anything about relationship. You're not willing to learn and read about relationship. You're not ready to research about relationship. You don't know how to handle a woman or a man. If you want to become a father or a mother, you have not learned and research about being a good mother or a father. You can't go far with it. Anything you want to really do well in business, you want to make sure you're working and being paid, you're able to make it so. You should read about finances. You should research about finances. This is what I want to tell you. And please, if we develop this content, as we are developing our container, we'll go far in our destiny. Us. I love you. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Realms of destiny will come your way every time. Peace, shalom. Develop your content as well as dinner. Love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.